What's up, you? With your girl Marsha the Dreamer. Listen, do I have another amazing, powerful message for my dreamers today? But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe and come join the dream team. Okay, also share. Make sure you share this, okay? Comment. Also, don't forget to get my Becoming the Woman I Dreamed Of journal. It's going to be, the link is going to be below, so make sure you get your copy. It got scriptures, affirmations, prayers, action of the day, so you can take actions of your healing. And it's just helping you break down whatever you're going through at that moment as a woman, and then actually shifting, transforming you into the woman you dreamed of, no matter what situation you're in today. Okay, don't just get it. Let's get it. Okay. All right, so I want to talk about what nobody talks about. Nobody talks about how sometimes you want to tap out and not pursue the calling, the destiny, or the purpose that God gave you, right? Because sometimes when God gives you an assignment and when he gives you a purpose, sometimes it hurts so much to the point where you just want to give up. And people on the outside looking in, they see that you're happy. They see that you're pursuing it. They see that you never gave up, but they don't see the sweat, the tears, and the prayers that you put in every night to even just stay aloft, to keep going, to not give up. They see the results of the hunger, the drive, the fight that you had to put in behind closed doors for them to see some type of success. And I know, I used to have moments like that, moments where because me, my calling is to be is a speaker and an author. And there was moments in my journey where I wanted to give up. I mean, it was so hard. It used to break me to the point where I used to really feel like I was being punished, but then I had to learn that it wasn't punishment, it was preparation, and God is still preparing me to this day. And so we don't stop growing in our purpose or in our destiny, but we just start to progress in it, right? I hit it right there. We're just trying to progress in it. And so there was moments where, I kid you not, I used to cry myself to sleep because I used to be like, oh my God, I put in this work. I've been dedicated. I've been all in, devoted. I sold into my ministry. I used to literally go broke for my calling. Literally the last dollar that I had, I used to put it in to my events, putting my events together, publishing my books, everything from our marketing, my flyers. When I'm trying to get booked for speaking opportunities, I used to go flat broke for my speaking. And there was a time in my life also too, you felt like you was losing everything to pursue what God called you to do. And then you're wondering okay, God, you told me this is my calling. You told me this is my purpose. And then sometimes we get confused because when God calls you to do something, we believe that it's supposed to be roses and flowers and peaches and cream. But no, when God calls you to do something, you got to be ready for the ride. You ain't got to be there. You're going to have the glory to it. But besides the glory, there is that sacrifice, that pain that you have to endure to get where God is trying to take you. And so I just want to let somebody know today that you are not being punished. You are being prepared. And I know that it hurts. And I know sometimes you want to throw in the towel, you want to give up, and you want to say, God, forget the whole calling, forget the purpose, but God called you to do it. You are the woman and the man for the job. And God would have never chose you if he didn't think you was equipped for the position. And so now that the enemy's trying to lie and tell you that it's never going to get better, don't believe his lies. That's what he's there to do. He's there to manipulate the situation for you to fumble and to fall back. But if you trust in the Most High and you lean on his word and you lean on his obedience, God will guide you and take you to the right position in the right place where you are supposed to be in that season. And I just remember crying out to God. Don't you remember when Jesus cried out to God and he was like, take this from me. like it is unbearable, right? And that's what keeps me going, because I'm like, even Jesus, the King of all kings, God's son, like he had to endure so much for something that was greater than everything, like greater than all. And sometimes I wonder, like, what we endure and what we go through, is it going to be worth it? And that's what the human brain thinks all the time, like, oh my God, like everything I'm going through, like, but it is, right? And we just have to trust the process. We have to trust the journey. We have to trust God. We have to trust his will. We have to trust his strategy, his plan, right? Because God is a God of strategy. Even the way he created the earth, the way he created us and animals, like it was all a plan and a strategy. And so we just have to trust his plan. And I know that it's not easy. Believe me, like I know it's not easy, because I get in situations where like I be like, this is a lot. Like this is a lot. But when I get in situations like that, I take a break, I calm down, and I get into God's word. I go into my prayer closet and I tap into his presence and allow him to renew my strength. Because sometimes our situation won't change, but he will renew our strength so we can keep going. And I think a lot of people get that confused, because when you get done praying, you're praying and you're hoping for a shift, you're hoping for a change. But sometimes God is not ready for that shift, because he's using what you're going through to build you, to equip you, to get you in preparation for the next season and the next elevation that he's trying to take you. And so sometimes God will just renew your strength, renew your mind, renew your heart, renew your soul, so you can be able to have everything that God needs you to do in the next season. So I know that you're tired. Believe me, out of all people, I know that you're tired. Take a break. It's okay to take that break. It's okay to calm down and just allow God to take the wheel, because sometimes we try to be God and control what only God can do, right? God is God. We are his children. Allow God to be God and we be the children. Allow him to lead, guide, protect, everything. And then we just trust, have faith, and put in the actions that God called us to do. That is all that you're supposed to do. That's all you're supposed to do. So just know that I know how it feels when you're chosen, when you're the chosen one, when you're chosen and you were called for a certain destiny, a calling, a purpose in your life. And people don't talk about how much it hurts, how much it takes to get where God is trying to take you. People only see the results. People only see you showing up, but they don't see when you're in the bed about to give up. They don't see where you almost didn't even want to get up and keep going. They don't see those things, right? They only see the results of you after you put in that work. But they don't see the sweat, the tears, and the prayers on your knees, begging, asking God to take away the pain. They don't see those moments, but they see when you show up. So that's why you got to continue to show up. Continue to believe, continue to trust, continue to give it to God. God is the Alpha, the Omega, and he wants your problems. He wants your pain. He wants your sorrow, but you got to be willing to give it to him. Okay? So people who are chosen, who have a purpose, who have a calling, don't give up. Love you guys.